Bonjour. I fucked up. I really fucked up. I can't explain this one without making myself out as a big fool. Anyways, before we talk about that, I fucked up in a minor scale too. I found these capsules, flavored espresso. Never buy flavored coffee. It was the worst experience of my whole life, really. And I bought not just one package, I bought every flavor I could find. So I had to throw everything away. Oh gosh. Anyways, lots of updates to you today. Going to start off with some positive news I received this morning. I got my very own personal greeting on YouTube. This is so funny. This is from another channel. And it's also a big hello to Martin Anderson and his talking cat. Hi Martin from Stan and Rodney and the two frogs. Two frogs and two dogs on tour. I think that was very cute. Thank you so much for that greeting. It was really nice to see. My cat is getting famous as the talking cat. I fucked up because I thought I was going to Sweden, right? That's not where I am currently. I'm not in Denmark, I'm not even in Germany. In my last video, I was in this little place called Tønning, and it was cold. I can deal with the cold, that's fine. Actually, I like the cold. But it was raining every single day, basically all day, continuously. Don't get me wrong, I love the rain the first few days. But after a whole week of just rain constantly, it got fucking depressing. So I thought maybe now is a good time to go and visit Italy and Greece. And I Googled, as a reminder, what are the camping laws in Greece and Italy. And just as I suspected, they are the worst on this planet. In Greece, you can even go to jail for being parked wrong, quote unquote, with your motorhome. Jail? Can't you imagine that? I mean, it's so ridiculous. And I feel that I really do not want to support oppressive governments like that. I might have to cross these countries off my list and never visit them with my motorhome. But still, I needed to solve the rainy situation. So I Googled what is the weather like in the south of France. And gosh, just sunshine and great weather, right? So I started to drive south again. I quickly planned a few what would have been epic stops in Germany. For example, there was this Halloween party in an abandoned church. Can you believe that? It could have been the most coolest thing I've ever done in my whole life. But as I started to drive south, I couldn't stop myself. I just couldn't stop. After 2 days, voila, I came back to the south of France. But this time on the Mediterranean side. We are in a little village, or city they call it, called La Grande-Motte. It's one of my absolute favorite places to be at this time of the year. Because it doesn't get so hot during the winter, obviously, but during the summer, you just can't be here. It's way too hot. I've already been here while camping without driving my car anywhere, without going into a campground for 3 or 4 weeks now. The gas prices have skyrocketed, and currently there's these strikes going on in France, so we don't even have fuel at the pumps. For the last 2 weeks or so, I haven't seen a single gas station open. They are all closed. So, yeah, I kind of felt that now is a good time to just stay a little bit. So with this video, I hope to answer questions like being static in one of the most gorgeous places here on Earth. How can you still get stuff like water, empty your waste, and perhaps most importantly, how do you find electricity? While I eat my breakfast, here's some drone shots that I took from yesterday of this current parking. Oh, I knew this day was gonna come. Every single fucking time I took my drone out, well, pretty much every single fucking time, always ended with me crashing into something. Yeah, so this is the little lens. He's supposed to be attached to the rest of the body. So I guess you could say his head is cut off. This little door that is keeping the battery in doesn't close anymore. Then you have this little arm here, propeller arm. It's completely broken. See that? Oh gosh, no. I feel so sad for this guy. This was the end of his life. I'm pretty sure of it. This is totally beyond repair. Fuck. Poor little guy. Have a good afterlife. Oh God. French baguettes, they are the best. Okie dokie. The first thing we're gonna do today is actually to go to the gym. Yeah. When I stay somewhere a long time, the first thing I do is I go and get a gym membership. With a gym membership, I use their facilities for showering. I also make sure to pack an empty water bottle with me going to the gym, and this is going to be full when I return back from the gym. And I bring a urine bottle too. Emptying one of these per day is usually enough for me. Otherwise, I just go out into the woods or wherever. Dropping the urine bottles is actually the easiest problem to solve, living static van life. Okay, let's bounce. When the sun comes out here, it gets super hot, especially in the car if the car is parked in the sun. We're in October and I still have to seek out and park completely in the shade. Because the car... Where do I dispose my waste? Well, this is one place where I throw my garbage out. Look at this guy. What? Gosh, this cat is going to follow me now the entire street down, which is fine. In France, they have lots of recycling stations, so half of my garbage goes there. My favorite parkings in the city, they're all kind of in a center location, and during the summer it costs money, but over the winter it's free. But gå tillbaka till bilen med dig. If he's out on his own, he's always around the car. But when I go out, he follows me. La Grande-Motte and the Mediterranean Ocean. For the first few weeks I was staying here, the sun was so hot. That's when I immediately had my regrets. Maybe I shouldn't have come down here. Since yesterday, the temperature has gone down a little bit and it's cloudy. So now I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. No complaints really. This is exactly the weather I like. Look at this shower, that's not bad. This is the primary reason why I come to a gym, I think. One thing that I like to do at the gym is to use their Wi-Fi to download a whole bunch of stuff. This is a tiny gym, but it has a fantastic view. See, over there is the street where we are parked for free, where I live at the moment. And the gym is right here, and the city is right there. That's not bad. I'm going to do my exercising, and then I'll get back to you later. I have 3 favorite parking spots in this little city. All of them are like at most 100 meters from the beach. This is another dead-end street. Boom. And this spot right here, voila. Can you imagine my car being here instead of the bike? This spot even has free Wi-Fi from the hotel next door. So that's pretty cool. Okay, that was spot number 2. Let's go to spot number 3. I'm sorry, I don't speak French. Vous parlez anglais? No? Okay. Making some friends on the street here. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Right here on the right side is one laundromat. There's a lot of these all over the city. This whole place is dead in the winter. There's no people here whatsoever. See? Everything is just empty. And in my humble opinion, this is the time when you would want to be here, because it's not so freaking hot and it's absolutely not cold either. I put on the sweater today only because I'm afraid it might start to rain. Otherwise, right now it's about probably 21 degrees Celsius in the air. It's just perfect, just perfect. Look at all these weird buildings. That's pretty cool. They have weird statues like this all over the city.
Beautiful girl.
It's super beautiful, yeah. And loads of unleashed dogs here too, of course. It belongs to the culture. In here is actually a good parking, but not one of my favorites. I have parkings all over the city where I could stay if I wanted to stay. Just look at this map. All the blue dots, that's parking that I could do if I wanted to. But I have 3 parkings that I continuously cycle between. So what I do is, I stay about 1 week at one of these parkings, and all of them are in shade, so no sun and no solar. I live off of my batteries only, and they last about for a week. Then I go and find electricity, charge up my batteries, and then I return to the next location. Stay there for about a week, and so the cycle continues. Just look at this place. Super cool. Can you imagine what cool drone shots I could have gotten from here if my drone was working? I was planning on doing a super cool drone montage with, you know, like awesome pictures from the sky of all these buildings. Such is life. You know, here in France, you often find these blue electrical sockets close to public squares and other highly populated areas, which of course is good to plug in the camping car. So usually getting free electricity in France is not a problem. This is my 3rd favorite parking. When my car is parked here, it stretches from the end of that bush over there up till this tree. So I'm gonna have this whole space to myself. It's super cozy. It's so cozy you have no idea. Parking you can find everywhere. In fact, over there in the corner is where another motorhome is parked very often. I was surprised to find no one home today. Me, I have high requirements on the parking that I do. So that's why I only have 3 spots in this city. That suits me perfectly. They are in a dead end, they are quiet, My cat can go out and play. I don't have to worry about a shit ton of traffic potentially running him over. I don't have to worry about ticks and not too much of dogs either, so on and so forth. I hope that answers the question about parking. So even if I stay a longer time in the same city, I can still have an adventure and continuously be changing my environment. And this too often depends on what do I need that particular week. One of these parkings has free Wi-Fi. Maybe I need to upload a video or download videos. Then that Wi-Fi parking is super. Another parking might be closer to a laundromat, so I prefer that. Do you see that? All the pumps are closed. There's no diesel, there's no regular gas, no nothing. Scary, huh? But even without any fuel, you can live van life. That's the only point I'm trying to make in this video, really. Water for the car is pretty simple. If you keep your eyes open, there are water taps everywhere. I find them on the side of buildings, out in public parks, etc. Here in Grande-Motte, they have a big place where they keep lots of horses. And right in there, amongst all the buildings, they have water taps. I think that water was meant for horses, but I can drink it too, that's fine. This wasn't actually so good. I've had way better ice cream than this. Usually, the cemeteries have water taps right by the entrance, but this one in Grande-Motte doesn't. So I have to use my water jugs to carry the water manually. But with a gym membership, I use so little water from the car that my water tank basically lasts forever. I change the water maybe just once per month, to keep it fresh. The paper I use to wipe my ass with, I put that with the normal trash. My urine, as you know, goes into separate bottles. My solids is the only thing that goes into my cassette toilet. Therefore, I only need to empty my cassette toilet about once per month. Doing that is very easy too. I just drive to the closest municipal campground, walk in there and empty it, free of charge. My cat loves to play with anything that is attached to a string. So I just came up with a splendid idea. We're going to make a cat toy out of this drone. This is gonna be so much fun. Voila, now I have a cat toy. Oh, Badskin. Badskin, kom och ta dronen. Vad är det för någonting? Vad är det för någonting? Kom och ta dronen. Varför är det sånt för? Bara ska försöka leka med dig. Kom här, ta dronen. Ta dronen. Va? Va? Kom hit. Kom hit. Ja. Ja. He's not afraid of the drone when I'm flying it, but now that it's attached to a string, he's afraid of the drone. Weird. Ta den då. Ta dronen. Ta den. Ta dronen. Oh well. Hey, oh. What I wanted to show today is that you can live a dirt cheap life even if you don't go anywhere. In fact, you don't have to be constantly driving just because you live in a van. And it is fully possible for me to settle down anywhere I want to and live my life there. In a place like Grande-Motte, it is crazy expensive. I talked to one guy he was paying 400 euros per week, and I believe you can only rent an apartment for a very short time. It's not like you sign a paper and then you have access to this apartment forever and ever, because they raise the prices so often, and especially during the summer, those prices becomes even more expensive. But me living in a car, I can just drive into the city, park, and have my life. I go to the same gym and grocery store and beach like everyone else do. There's really no difference between my life and their lives. Well, except I think honestly that my life is a little bit better because I have it cozy. I live in a tiny cozy space on the street. I get to observe the neighborhood and the street in a completely different way than what anyone will ever notice when they live inside their apartment or their house. They are pretty much more boxed in and unaware of their surroundings than what I am. I love living on the street, and the fact that I don't pay any rent just makes it better, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to close this video out. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Baski? Ta fjärrkontrollen! Vart är fjärrkontrollen? Vart är fjärrkontrollen? Ta fjärrkontrollen! Ta fjärrkontrollen!